Costco shopping for a family of 6, going back to school. All 4 of my kids are going to be packing their lunch. It is the Saturday before school starts. My budget is $250. Let's see what I could do. Wish me luck.
I feel like the most exhausting parts of being a parent right now is just trying to feed your kids. And I don't mean getting them to actually eat the food you make, because that's an entirely different battle. I mean just buying it. I went to the farmer's market this morning and picked up some organic stuff, and then I came to Costco because I have 4 kids. I also live in reality. I would love to buy everything organic, locally grown, perfectly sourced, with an ingredient list of like 4 things that I can actually pronounce, but I also need to be able to afford the groceries. And I know there is privilege in saying that while I'm walking around Costco spending $250 on food. I'm very aware of that, but I think that's also what makes me so frustrated, because I'm standing here with the ability to spend this much money and I'm still having to make decisions based on what I can afford, and how the hell are families with less supposed to do this? It feels like every other week there's another recall or another study, or we find out something we've been buying for years has something in it that probably shouldn't. As a parent, it just feels like you need a degree in nutrition, chemistry, and investigative journalism just to pack a lunchbox. I try really hard with my kids. We're dye-free at home. I try to keep things lower in sugar. I read the labels. I try to buy better options when they make sense and when I can afford them. But my kids are also kids. They want snacks. They want the fun stuff. They don't want their lunchbox filled with organic kale and my good intentions. So I'm constantly trying to find a middle ground between what I can afford, what they'll actually eat, and honestly, I just wish we had more help with that. I wish we could send our kids to school and know that the free lunch that they're getting and being provided is something that I feel really good about them eating, but it's not. And that's absolutely not a criticism of the cafeteria workers. They're doing the absolute best they can with the food and the funding and the resources that they're given. I just wish feeding our kids felt like more of a priority, because parents are already carrying so much. Feeding our kids shouldn't feel like one more thing they're constantly scared they're getting wrong. So no, my Costco cart isn't perfect. Their lunches aren't perfect, but sometimes we buy the fun snacks. I'm just trying to make better choices where I can, stay within budget, and feed our 4 kids without completely losing my mind. And right now, I think that has to be good enough. Made it in under $250. See you next time. Love you. Bye.